Hamilton path and circuit. Hamilton path. So it is a simple path that passes through every vertex exactly once. Whereas Hamilton circuit means it is a simple circuit that passes through every vertex exactly once. So what is the difference between these two terms? So in these two terms, we need to cover each and every vertex exactly once. But if in a path, the end points are different, then it is called as a Hamilton path. And if the end points are same, that is called as a Hamilton circuit. So there is no need to cover each and every edge in this case. We just need to cover each and every vertex but once. So there is another term that is a Hamiltonian graph. So Hamiltonian graph means a graph that contains Hamilton circuit. So let's try to explore whether these three graphs contain Hamilton path or a Hamilton circuit. So for the graph G1, so can you cover each and every vertex exactly once? Let's try it. Let's start from a vertex A to B, then B to C, C to D, and we can also come back to the A. So in this path, there is a no repetition of vertices, but we can repeat the end vertex to get a Hamilton circuit. So in this graph, it has Hamilton circuit. So that is A, B, C, D, and we can move back to A. So this is the Hamilton circuit in this case. Whether it possesses Hamilton path means we can find a path that covers each and every vertex once, but the end points are different. So answer is yes. Just remove the last vertex from the Hamilton circuit. So path will be A, B, C, D. So that is the Hamilton path in this case. So moving towards the graph 2. So in this graph, can you cover each and every vertex exactly once? Let's try to start from the vertex A. So from A, we can move to the vertex C, C to D and D to B. So A, C, D, B. End points are different and we can cover each and every vertex, means this is a Hamilton path. Now whether this graph possesses Hamilton circuit, let's try to find that. Now from this vertex B, can you move to the vertex A directly? Right now we cannot do that. Let's try to find some another way. So if you start from a vertex C, then C to A, then A to D, then D to B. Again we cannot come back to the C. Let's start from the vertex B. So now from the B, then D, then C, C to A. Now we cannot move back to the B. And if you are trying to come back to the D, in that case it is not a Hamilton path, because in the Hamilton path we need to cover each and every vertex exactly once, and in this case you are repeating the vertex D. So it means the graph G2 has no Hamilton circuit. Now what about the last one? Can you cover each and every vertex exactly once? Let's try that. Starting from this one, U7 to U6, then U5, U4, U2, now U2 to U1. But we cannot cover the U3 vertex. If you try by some another way, still you will not get a Hamilton path in this case. So there does not exist Hamilton path and as well as no Hamilton circuit. So here we have some important points related to the Hamilton path and Hamilton circuit. So the first point is a graph can have both Hamilton path as well as a Hamilton circuit. And the second thing is, if a graph has a Hamilton circuit, then definitely it has a Hamilton path. Suppose there is a Hamilton circuit that is covering the vertices A, B, C, E and going back to the A. So if you remove a vertex A, you are getting a Hamilton path. Means every Hamilton circuit can get converted into the Hamilton path by removing the last vertex of the Hamilton circuit. But the converse of the statement is not true. So you can find from here we can cover each and every vertex exactly once, but we cannot come back to the starting vertex. So if you start from a vertex A to B, then E, D, C. So it covers each and every vertex exactly once, but we cannot come back to the vertex A. So there is only way to come back. We need to repeat the vertex B. So once the vertex is repeated, in that case, the path is not the Hamilton path. Also, in order to find the Hamilton circuit and Hamilton path, the graph must be a connected graph. And the last point is, if there exists any vertex of a degree 1, means tangent vertex is there, then definitely that graph does not possesses Hamilton circuit. Conditions for the existence of Hamilton circuit. The first is a Descartes theorem. It says that if the graph is simple with the n vertices and the number of vertices are greater than or equal to 3, in that case, if the degree of each vertex is at least n by 2, means the degree of each vertex is greater than or equal to n by 2, where n represents the number of vertices. In that case, G has Hamilton circuit. So it is a one-way result. If this condition holds, definitely the graph has Hamilton circuit. So if this condition does not hold, then it may or may not has a Hamilton circuit. Second is the O's theorem. If G is a simple graph with n vertices and the number of vertices are greater than or equal to 3, with the condition that if the sum of the degree of non-adjacent vertices is equal to n, so in that case the Hamilton circuit exists. So let's consider these two graphs G and H. We need to find whether there exists in a Hamilton circuit. If yes, after that we will verify the Descartes and the O's theorem if it is applicable. So for the graph G, does it contain any Hamilton circuit? So answer is yes. That is A, B, C, D, and you can come back to the A. Now let's try to verify the Descartes theorem. So Descartes theorem says that the degree of each vertex is greater than or equal to n by 2. So the total number of vertices in this case is 4. So n by 2 is equal to 2. So if the degree of each vertex is greater than or equal to 2, then definitely it has a Hamilton circuit. So total degree of a vertex A is 2 and degree of the vertex B is 2, degree of vertex C is 2, degree of vertex D is 2. So in this case the condition satisfied. Therefore by using a Descartes theorem we can also say that the graph G has Hamilton circuit. Now whether the O's theorem is applicable in this case, it says that we need the non-adjacent vertices. Non-adjacent pair of vertices in this case are A and C and D and B. So what is the degree of these two vertices? So degree of A is 2 and the degree of vertex C is 2. So total sum of the degree is 4 and that is equal to the number of vertices. So it means the first condition is valid for this non-adjacent pair. So now what about this one, D and B? So total degree in this case is 2 and 2. Sum this up. So answer is 4 and that is equal to the number of vertices. So with the help of O's theorem we can also say that graph has a Hamilton circuit. Now what about the graph H? So first we will calculate the Hamilton circuit with the help of Descartes theorem. So for that we need the degree of each vertex, that is equal to 2 in this case, 3 for this, 2 for this, 2 for this and 3 for this. So by using the Descartes theorem, it says that the degree of each vertex must be greater than or equal to n by 2. So in this case n is 5. So 5 by 2, that is equal to 2.5. Is the degree of each vertex is greater than or equal to 2.5? So answer is no, because there exist 3 vertices u, x and y whose degree is not greater than 2.5. It means Descartes theorem is not applicable in this case. To answer that, the graph has Hamilton circuit. Now what about the O's theorem? Whether the O's theorem is applicable in this case? So first identify the non-adjacent pairs. So in this case U is adjacent with W and V, means U is not adjacent with X and U is not adjacent with Y. Next W is adjacent with U and V and X, it means it is not adjacent with Y. So W is not adjacent with Y. V is adjacent with U, W and Y, but V is not adjacent with X. So means V and X is a non-adjacent pair of vertices. X is adjacent with W and Y, but not with U and V, and we have already taken this case. So similarly for the Y is adjacent with X and V, but not with W and U, and it is already there. So we need to check for these pair of non-adjacent vertices whether their degree sums is equal to the number of vertices or not. So degree of a U vertex is 2 and the degree of vertex X is 2. So 2 plus 2 is 4 and the total number of vertices are 5. But 4 is not is equal to 5. So it means Ohm's theorem is not applicable in this case, means we cannot say with the help of Ohm's theorem that this graph has an Hamilton circuit. So we need to go with the manual process. For that, let's try to find a path that cover each and every vertex exactly once and the end points are same. So start from the vertex U, move to the V, Y, X, W and U. So you can observe that the Descartes and Ohm's theorems are not applicable, but still we can find the Hamilton circuit because Descartes theorem is a one-way result. If these results are not valid, still it is possible that the graph has Hamilton circuit. Question of the day, you need to determine whether this graph has a Hamilton circuit or not. If it has, write the answer in the comment section. If it does not have, then in that case provide the valid argument to show that why this graph has no circuit.